I'm Annie with Miserable Cow Coaching. Contact information is in the description. Today I'm going to talk about a new gratitude practice that I've been employing. I feel like it's supercharging the practice of gratitude. I've mentioned this before that I was kind of slow to come around to the practice of gratitude. For much of my life, I was fairly pessimistic, and that's a habit. Pessimism is a habit. Those neural pathways become deeply entrenched when you're pessimistic, and so it's easier to just automatically go to pessimism again. It gets easier and more natural to be pessimistic. So I forced myself to do a regular gratitude practice, and at first I was really faking it. It was hard for me to be genuinely grateful without sounding sarcastic or cynical. I would think like, oh, I'm out of shape, I have no money, I'm unsuccessful, but I'm super happy because I have this glass of water to drink. Like lots of people don't have running water, but I would just say it really sarcastically, like, at least I have a glass of water. I mean, really cynical. But that's how it started out. And I focused on just showing up consistently to do this gratitude practice and keep trying it over and over again until it felt more normal and it felt natural. But eventually it got easier and I broke the habit of pessimism. And I also noticed that I was getting a lot of value out of the practice. And now it's a tool that I rely on for overall health and well-being. It's an essential part of my daily life. And it also seems to have some kind of magic in a law of attraction sort of way. Being grateful sends out a beacon that attracts more things to be grateful for. And I think those things were always there or always possible, but you're just on the lookout for them. Your focus just shifts to gratitude, so you see more of it all around you. And it seems to be kind of like a magnet that attracts the right people and the right opportunities. So for a long time, I've been doing this gratitude practice in my journal. I do it every morning when I wake up, drinking coffee, writing in my journal, listing the things that I'm grateful for. It's a great way to start the day. And I still do that every morning. And after a while, that practice became so automatic that I would also, throughout my day, just notice little things that I was grateful for. So it came more automatic in every moment of my life, not just contained to this, 10 minutes of journaling in the morning. Recently, I've discovered a way to supercharge that gratitude practice. This happens on my morning walks. As I'm walking, my blood is pumping, the good endorphins are flowing, my brain chemicals are very positive because I'm getting the movement and the exercise. And during that space, that really, energized, vibrant space, I review the things that I'm grateful for. Even though I've literally just listed them in my journal, I sort of continue the practice while I'm exercising. And the practice is sort of boosted by all these really energized, active, happy brain chemicals. And it sort of feels like it 10x's the practice. It just like supercharges the gratitude. It feels good and it's a really great way to start the day. So in the morning after reviewing things I'm grateful for, that'll get me for about 20 minutes. Then I keep walking or running for another 30 minutes. And at that point, I switch to visioning. So I've reviewed all the things that I'm grateful for. And then I switch to visualizing the goals that I'm aiming for. And this does a few things. It helps me visualize the goal in a really positive, empowered, vivid way. I'm imagining it as if it's already true. But it also helps me discover what I really want, because I might try on little details of the visualization and some of them feel really right, and then others maybe don't fit. And so I kind of edit those things out and add more details that feel really vivid and vibrant and alive and true for me. It helps me keep honing in more and more specifically on what it is I really want and what I'm really aiming for. And a lot of times I use the format of an ideal day and I play around with time. So sometimes I'm thinking about my goal, and if I achieve this goal, what will my life look like in a year? And what does a normal regular day look like? Just kind of going through the routine of what an ideal day looks like as my identity, a person who has achieved this goal. And it isn't too idealistic, there's some really mundane things in there. It's just little things like having a washer and dryer that work and, doing a load of laundry, having the house really organized and the life organized and the kind of communications and outreach that I would be doing with my clients, and little things like waking up in the morning and visualizing the orders that have come in from my handmade business and packaging up the orders and walking to the post office with my dog, and then maybe coming back and starting a load of ceramic jewelry in the kiln, and turning it on low. And then, okay, what do I do next while the kiln is on low? Maybe I do some messaging with some of my coaching clients. Maybe I have a coaching call, and then I turn the kiln on medium. And then what would I do next? Oh, maybe I would have a few Zoom meetings with clients, just what the day would look like, assuming that I have achieved my goal. And so that's kind of far out, 1 year. And then other times I'll just envision out, okay, what does it look like in 6 months? What have I accomplished at that point? What does it look like in 3 months? Okay, what about a week from now? It really helps me identify the steps that I will take to progress in 1 week. It's sort of the idea of working backwards. You have your big pie in the sky goal, and then you just work backwards from there. What would I need to have achieved in 1 year? Okay, what would I need to have achieved in 6 months? Okay, 3 months. Okay, now what can I do this week? What are the immediate steps along the way to achieving that goal? It really helps me get some laser focus on that, and it also feels good. And sometimes I'll do the visioning just for this day. What does this day look like if it's an ideal day? Setting the day off from this really positive, energized perspective, it brings a lot of intentionality into my day, so that throughout the day I'm remembering my goal and remembering, oh, I need to do this step and this step. I want to do this. I feel responsible for doing these steps because that goal is so beautiful and vivid in my imagination that I'm willing to do the work in order to achieve it. Then I don't get so bored by the daily and weekly step by step. It's like you can be fascinated by the larger vision, but then get really bored and bogged down by all the tedious little boring steps that you have to take to get there. But imagining my goals in this way helps keep me motivated and focused on the larger goal. So that's my gratitude practice recently. It's kind of like a moving meditation. So I do this when I'm walking or running, but I can imagine it would be really great with dancing too. There's a lot of good chemicals and endorphins and joy that occurs while dancing, and it's, the perfect time to do visioning and gratitude practices. So that's what I've been up to lately. Let me know what you think. Give it a try. You might like it.